So we're out of here. Okay. Thank you, darling. All right. So we are live. I have been trying to figure out how to set up a session with somebody else so that we can have a conversation. Yes. Okay. I see her. Okay. View request. Something is happening. I imagine something good. Yay, something's happening. Yay! Okay, we have something going on. All right, so let me close this.
Hi, everybody. We're here. Talita
You
Dance is
also.
here.
Happy Tuesday.
Hey,
So we're on here.
Kevin.
We are doing our best to do a live session with Ivelisse. We're going to be talking about some of the services she offers because she's going to be part of the community that I'm going to be sharing with you guys as part of our Stand Down Business event. So just a little synopsis. The event is a wellness event happening this Sunday. It's 3 parts. And one of the parts is that you guys are going to go out into our community of wellness providers like her. and and you're going to do your energy healing with either Reiki, which she does offer. We're going to talk about it, or sound healing. So we have a bunch of practitioners on a list for you guys, so you can check them out. So we're gonna talk a little bit just about what it is that we're talking about, Reiki and sound healing, and how does it help, and all of that jazz. So um, I'm gonna say the intros. My name is Talitha of Talitha Dance, and this is Ivelisse. Say happy. Introduce yourself of Energy Exchange.
So, my name is Ivelisse Campbell, but you can call me Eve. I am a wellness fitness professional, and my mission is to bring healing to the masses, and I do it many different ways. I am well versed in different healing modalities, but Reiki is my thing. Reiki is my thing. And for everyone that participates in this 3-part series event, which you need to check it out. You need to check it out. Stop playing. Stop spending money on other people and spend money and invest on yourself and get this healing and get this movement that everybody needs, really. Everybody needs. So, what is Reiki, right? What is Reiki? Before I
What
go
is
into
yes.
before I go into like the definition that you're gonna find when you Google, I'm gonna tell you what Reiki is. All right. Have you ever felt cold and made a tea for yourself, and before you sipped on the tea, you held it with both hands and you said, this tea is gonna warm my body up. This tea is gonna be so good. And you take that first sip and you're like, that's Reiki. You just put intention on what you're drinking. So we are made of energy. We are energy balls and we are surrounded by energy. So Reiki is an ancient practice where practitioners like myself use gentle hand positions. Really, I don't even touch the people that I'm working with. I like for them to feel the energy without touching. So Reiki helps you shift these energies, release blockages. Reiki helps with balancing and just bringing different energies to our centers. A lot of the times, the traumas and the negative things that we go through, we hold on to them and we hold on to them in our body and we hold on to them in these energy centers. And to have balance is to have circulation in your energy. So that is the way I describe Reiki. Also, have you ever stumped your toe and the first thing you do is go straight down to your feet and just squeeze your feet? That's Reiki. That's bringing healing energy and that's actually helping release the pain. Why does everybody do that? You do it instinctively. Kissing a boo-boo. That's Reiki. Whenever a baby gets hurt or a kid gets hurt, they go to mom and mom kisses the boo-boo. That's Reiki. That's Reiki.
I
So
hear it.
we've been doing Reiki all of our lives. We just didn't know it.
Mm,
So Reiki has been here forever. But before I finish that, Reiki is an ancient healing method that manipulates energy flow in the body.
mm,
Reiki masters help guide this energy a way that promotes in a way that promotes healing and balance. And Reiki reduces stress, anxiety, and encourages relaxation.
I
So
hear
there
that.
you go. That's
I can
Reiki.
attest to this, yes. Because like this gets into the next question is how did you get into it? So me, I know I got into it from you, Ivelisse. You and Ivelisse, and also Claudia, like our network put me onto it. So I was like, okay, I'm collecting tools because
And wait,
I'm out
and
here.
I'm gonna say something right now. Miss Ma'am, Miss Beauty, you were actually my Reiki practitioner and you didn't know it. It was through your
Yeah.
Zumba. You
Yeah.
move energy, baby. You help us
Yeah.
shift the energy in our bodies. And you know what you call it? You call it Zumba. But really, that's healing that we're doing, love.
I want to also piggyback on that because whether or not we know the title or the proper way to call it or whatever, you've experienced these things. Like she was just saying, when you pick up your teeth and or you stub your toe, your funny bone, you're like,
Or
ah,
when you
or
have a
you're like,
tummy ache, when your tummy
and
hurts,
you rub it,
you
and
rub,
like,
you
it's like
hold.
even if you don't know the name of it or like the official, like this is the what is called, we do it. So like dance is one of those ways, we call it movement healing or what have you, but the actual truth of the matter is it's a way to shift energy into and out of your
Stress
system.
reliever, stress
That's
reliever.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
like mood booster. Come on.
hmm All of that. All of
What
that.
is it?
Like is it
Serotonin, endorphins. What else
mhm,
would we let's get
dopamine,
chemical now.
oxytocin, all of that, like the feel
Adrenaline.
good hormones. There you go. Like
Mm.
we know about it without necessarily knowing like the book words of this is what it defines. We know it in our gut and in our soul and our inner authority. We know what we're talking about when we talk about energy and moving energy. It's just a matter of just learning what the words are. So I'm glad you defined Reiki so we have the word Reiki so we know what it is. But I just want people to know you've been doing this already. It's not something that we're introducing out of the blue. Oh, you never heard of this. You don't
This
know.
is not brand
You
new.
do know. It's not new. The word might be new, but you've been doing this. You know what it is. So I just wanted to give you that. You have a knowledge already. Don't let people fool you. You have knowledge already. We're just helping you learn a little more. We're helping you learn the vocabulary. We're helping you learn a little bit more about how it works. Like, but you already feel all of this. So just a heads up. Like, it's this isn't news. But so thank you for giving us that definition of what Reiki is and how you do it, because it's helpful to know you don't always have to touch somebody to do Reiki. You can do a distance Reiki. I know for me, when I do my meditations or I do a sound bath or whatever, I don't actually want people to physically touch me because then it kind of warps me back to here. Like I want to be in that space. And so I can feel it even if you put a hand. I can feel not just the heat from your hand, but like I can feel like, oh wow, this is like a comforting energy happening. Like it's shifting the colors in my meditation space. Like okay, like so it works without necessarily you have to touch, but sometimes people do a touch. Massage is another way that you exchange energy. So that's just Reiki is one of those, and I'm glad you explained how you do it, so that when they see your name on the list of practitioners, they know, okay, well, if I don't want people to touch me, she could be one that I go to because she can still do it. Most
Yeah,
Reiki
and
practitioners
as
can
a
still
as
do
a Reiki
it.
master, Reiki practitioner, I understand that it's an energy that's transmuting from the universe, and I'm just the channel. So I don't have to do the touching because you are actually the one doing the healing. You're the one doing the harnessing in that energy. I'm just a channel. I'm just the TV screen, but you're the one that's doing the work, the person receiving the Reiki and the universe and all the beautiful powers that be. I work in a hospital. I've been there for a long time, 20 years, and I've seen what happens when energy gets stuck. It turns into illness and dis-ease,
Ooh, you
disease.
know what? This is a perfect segue. So now this can tell me how you got into it because I told them how I got into it. But how did you get started with it? Like this is perfect. Continue, continue. I just wanted to like put that in there. This is great.
That's where I was going. That's where I
Yes,
was going.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So in the hospital, there was a moment where, corporate decided that we as, employees and the people that make this whole hospital thing go, the whole process go, that we too needed some type of, a treat. So they gave us, come through, Lou. They gave us 15 minutes. They had a room with massage tables, and I didn't know what Reiki was. I just wanted 15 minutes of relaxation on the clock.
Hmm.
So
Hey.
I don't even think it was lunchtime. I just heard, and they said, "Yeah, you can go sign up. There's a sign-in list." And I went down and I signed in and I laid down on the bed and I'm just like, I'm getting relaxation. I don't know what she's about to do. But my eyes were closed the whole time. She did not touch me the whole time. And I was fascinated, amused, intrigued, confused. I felt all these emotions. How was I feeling this energy, pull, vibration, tingle, warmth? And I knew that she didn't touch me, but I knew exactly where her hands were. And once I got up from this practice, I got up from the table, my life was completely changed. And I said, I know that I can do this. I know that these hands were made to provide this for a person. I am a person of service. That's what I was put on this earth to do, to serve and to assist. So that was just it was everything. And I've been certified for 8 years. And the reason for me starting really was for myself and for my family. For you, I think it was a birthday. I'm like, I want to give you a Reiki. I think even a massage. One year was a massage. One year was a Reiki session, and there was many beautiful things that came up from that session. But I feel like that's an extension of my love. That's an extension of my friendship. It's not just something that I do. It's who I am, really.
Well, let's say this. So I know for me, being a little newer to it, how it's helped me is to kind of help me understand like where in my body my energy is more centered. Not centered, that's the word. Focus, maybe focus, or it's more concentrated, that's the word. Because yes, it's everywhere, but we have places where it's like maybe a little bit more. And so, that helped me realize like I hold a lot of energy in my hands, my actual hands, like, and my feet. And then my head also. And I'm just like, okay, I'm learning. It's a journey to like learn, okay, this is actually what is, and it's not like it's telling me something new. I kind of already felt that, which is it's amazing how I can do all these crafty things with my hands. I knit and crochet and design and all of that. Like I was given gifted hands. And so like I feel that energy is here. And I'm learning what to do with it and how to make use of that. And Reiki was a really, really powerful kind of eye-opening experience because that was also the first time somebody else's energy was so close to me. Like I don't be letting people close like that. Like if I don't know you, you stay back. So that was really a helpful experience for me to just feel like, oh, okay, this is actually what it feels like just to have this energy really close to me and to like that warmth and that like all of that just it was a comforting experience and I was like, you know what, I do want more of this. This is like a hug, like a non-touchy hug. This is great.
A non-touchy hug.
Yes. So like that was my experience and how it has helped me. And I'm just like I want to share that because it's a confirmation of things that maybe aren't necessarily like tangible, but are very real and can shift things, can shift insights and energies in your body. And so after that session, you gave me a few insights that you even received from working with me. And I'm just like, wow, this is aligned with the things that I've been journaling about. And I'm like, okay, it's a little bit more confirmation about it. And now given like a little bit more knowledge of where my powers, where they really are. Um, this is helpful. Like I couldn't, okay, let me work with this. And so like I included that energy healing part because I wanted other people to get more of this. Like it's a thing because it's a thing because it works. You know what I mean? It's a thing because it does different things for different people and you get different things out of it each time it happens. But the insights and just the experience, I feel like is something worthwhile. Absolutely worthwhile
So
to give it a try. Shift
just
some
to
stuff.
share, just to share with the people here, let me see. Yo, thank you guys for coming and spending your night with us. Amanda, Carmencita, Mr. Bod. I know you guys. I'm so happy that you guys are here. One of the things that came out in the Reiki session with Talita was adventures in her backyard. And since she's been adventurous, she's been to
Now,
places. She's traveling. I'm telling you, check her Instagram page and you'll see the beautiful places that she just explores. And every time I see her, I'm like, adventures in your backyard. You haven't stopped. You haven't stopped. And
because look at that
it's
was a
grown
start.
into amazing things for your week, for your birthday. You had a whole week of things to do in the area, in the like in
So right
short
on.
distance area. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I've
yeah.
been watching you adventurous.
No, I appreciate that because something else that came up in our Reiki session that I'm giving you guys all of my sensitive, vulnerable things. But something else that came up in our session was just that, when it comes to my work direction, I'm not gonna be paid like an hourly, I'm gonna get like a 9 to 5. I mean, I already left my 9 to 5. Like that's not the direction. I'm paid for the skills that I have. That's where my money's really gonna come in, and that's where I should focus my energy. And so, as we talk about it,
You took the
and so
words
like,
right out of my mouth. Words right out of my mouth.
and so like even though we did that session, I want was it last year or maybe the year before? It was the
Last
year
year.
before. It was
It
last
was
year.
last
Okay,
year.
listen, my sense of time has, but those things are coming through now more strongly. They're actually like coming to fruition now. Where like I'm building the next steps of Talitha Dance. And I'm like, okay, how am I gonna make this help me? Like I needed to support me. And some of the answers that are coming to me from different directions in the universe, they're all pointing to that same, we're not gonna do the spend 40 hours a week. It's not for everybody, and you're one of those people that it's not for. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay, fine. Then all right, it's cool. But in the not but and in the meantime, I'm also working on developing some of these other skills and sharing some of this other information that I'm getting and building this community. And I'm like, this is a skill that I have. I need to acknowledge it. Community building is not a skill that everybody can do. And I really actually need to take a moment. Here's the moment to acknowledge that yes, you know what? I do have this skill and I'm putting it to use in every area of my life. So I'm just like, this is okay. Okay. And it started with that Reiki session that we did last year. I was like chewing on it, like, okay, what does that mean? Okay, we're gonna just put it here and like let it be like a picture on the wall. And I'll look at it when I walk by and maybe don't have to do anything about it per se, but you see just over time the universe brings it back full circle. And it's like this is what we were talking about when we said this. This is what it meant when we said this. So I shared that experience because you see, we did that session last year. Here we are a year later. Like it didn't happen the next day. Those
So much has
insights didn't
shifted though.
come.
I could say that you was, I think maybe within the week or the next week, you were somewhere and you were like, Eve, I found this really cool place to sit down and journal. And
Yeah,
I'm like, where are
Yeah.
you? Like, so I feel like a lot of things
You
have happened
started
in
to.
this year, but
Yeah.
I saw that the revelations that came through, I don't know why I want to use that word, but the revelations that came through, you hopped on it. You didn't sit with it for too long.
Yeah. That's that's also important. It's like what you do with it. Just like letting it be is like one thing, but like, okay, as you're going through life, keeping that in mind, like, okay, all right. And then looking at opportunities, and it's like, wait a minute, this opportunity actually is aligned
Aligned.
with like what we were just talking about. So, okay, cool. Let me try this. It's a way for you to get a little bit more direction. And I love that for me, and I love that for all of you. And given that this whole event, this stand down business event, is about helping you find direction where perhaps right now you might be like, I don't really know where I'm going, what I'm supposed to be doing, but I know I can't stay here. Like, I feel everything in me says this ain't it. So whatever it is that we gotta do, we gotta take these steps because we can't stay here. So like
Yeah.
this event is here to help you
Shift.
figure out what those steps are. And it's not telling you from the outside, it's helping you hear from the inside. Like that's what these tools are helping you to do. So that's the goal of the event. And that's why I'm bringing in people like Ivelisse and tools like Reiki and sound healing and human design and movement therapy and all the art processing tools that we use, just like all of it. I want to I want to give you the things that have been most powerful for me. It's not for everybody, but if you try it and it helps you, what a win.
Yeah.
Like
Yes. 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 Yes.
so,
Yes. Yes.
um, I'm grateful. Before we close it out, I want to say, what else do you have to offer? Because I know you do a lot. You like me, we have hands in every pot. So tell
Yeah.
them what else is it that you do, and how can they find you if they want some more of what you got to give?
Okay. So you can find me here on Instagram, Eve N Muse, M-U-S-E. I also have energyexchange.info. That's more of just my fitness page. My website is energyexchange.info.
Got it.
Yeah,
You
dot info. Yes, that's it. Um,
got
And
it.
there's Reiki packages up there. There's in-person classes, there's virtual classes, but you can hit me up. You can send me messages here on Instagram and I reply because I am available. You,
So what are these fitness classes you're talking
Mr.
about?
Bot,
Like, what are these fitness classes?
I am available. So right now, I don't have any fitness classes scheduled for this month, but we are looking at October and we're seeing what that looks like with the schedules. But I am virtual a lot of times on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. It's called Step Into Power, what we do, but everything is under the umbrella of energy exchange because that's what I do. That's who I am, energy exchange. So also, Talita Dance has some really awesome Zumba classes that I show up and I teach some at times every so often. But really, it's just a beautiful energy exchange. Both Talita and myself were surrounded by, like she said earlier, different
Oh,
practitioners that
yeah.
we work with, collaborate with, and also utilize and use and, take the services. So, like we mentioned, invest in yourself. Check out the Stand on Business event. It will not be the only one, but I would say don't miss it. Don't miss it. There will be more, but don't miss this one. You want to stand on business. We want to stand on business.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for joining me. I know our schedules are focused these days.
I
So,
love that.
yes, creating this time, I'm here for it. I
I'm
love it.
available.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for everybody who joined us. I know if you join in the middle, you're like, what are they even talking about? What is this? This was just a little bit of an exchange with one of the practitioners that I'm sharing their info with, sharing their info for our event. Um, this is Ivelisse. She's a Reiki practitioner as well as she just listed everything else that she does. And
Fitness,
part three
wellness.
of our event, yes, is gonna be in the not the comments. What is the caption? There you go. It's gonna be in the caption. It's late. I'm sorry, my brain is doing things, but it's gonna be in the caption. But she's one of she's one of the practitioners that's gonna be on the list that you guys can go to for your energy healing part three of our three-part empowerment workshop. So I just wanted to get her on here so that you guys can meet her and you can learn a little about what Reiki is. I know not everybody knows, not everybody's like hit to the lingo or whatever. Like now you learn a little bit of something. You met a little bit of somebody, a bit of somebody.
Yeah.
And you have a resource. I want you guys to know that you have this resource available to you. So it's not just through me, but she's here too. Like I'm hoping that I'll be able to bring on another practitioner tomorrow. I don't. We're hoping for around 4 p.m. Not making promises, but that's what what's looking like. As soon as I got this to work, then hopefully we can get that to work, and this could be good. But the struggle was real. Thank you for your patience. And helping me figure out like how come this isn't working? How come it's not doing what it's supposed to do?
I
Thank you.
don't mind troubleshooting. I don't mind troubleshooting because I'd rather troubleshoot than
Just
be blocked,
let it,
than be
yeah,
blocked and be stuck. No,
yeah,
let's move. Let's
yeah,
move. Let's shift it around. Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Yes, and thank you all for joining. So I will put this up on the page so you guys can see it. It'll be here for you to come back to. And I'll put her information so you can find her. She's not invisible. She's out here, y'all. And hopefully I'll see you guys at the event. If not, fear not. I'm still here. You can still get in
Yeah.
here whenever you need to.
And if you follow me and you're not following Salita Dance, follow her. And vice versa. Even Muse, come and get the
Yeah,
good stuff. Come and get the good
yeah,
stuff. Come and get the good stuff.
yeah. I'll share links. I'll share links. Good night, fam. Thank you for joining us. I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. Toodles.